In this video, we'll discuss about the last two enhancements in the automation section. The first one is about audit history in forms. We all know that there is a provision to enable audit history for a form. That is, so when you try to customize a form, let's say we'll take the employee form. So we open the form and we need to enable audit to each and every field separately. So when you click on a field, under field properties, we have this option audit. In this way, I'll have to make sure audit is enabled for each and every field in the form. With this new enhancement, you will not have a provision to enable audit. Audit is enabled for all the fields and for all the forms by default. And also this feature is applicable only to the new signups. If it is an old signup of Zoho people, you still have to enable audit on your own. But for all the new signups, there will be no option to enable audit. System will automatically enable audit for all the fields and for all the forms. This is the first update. And the second update is related to forms localization. So when we get into operations, data administration, there is this option called as localization. So we'll first understand what localization is. Employees have an option to change the language of Zoho people. So right now what we are seeing is, it's in English. Let's say you have your organization located in Spain. People working from there, they might need to look into this software in Spanish language. They don't want to keep it in English. What an employee will do? An employee will navigate to their personal preferences. And here, they have an option to change it into Spain. So whenever the language is changed, all the terminologies that you see, whatever you see in the screen, team, organization, dashboard, feeds, it all gets translated into Spanish. But how we translate is, we give the literal translation. Let's say we have the module here called as cases or employee engagement. We give the literal translation of the module employee engagement. But sometimes it might be wrong, because the literal translation is different from the actual term that those people might use. That's when localization comes into picture. So I have added a localization for the language Spanish. So here, against each of these services, you can see a literal translation here. So onboarding is literally translated into a different term. But what if you want to keep it as onboarding? So there are certain terms you want to keep it in English or probably use a different terminology. So I'm just correcting it to be onboarding. Not the translation, but the content that I give. So now as an employee, if you go back and check, you can see all the module names are translated, but onboarding, the name is retained as onboarding based on whatever content that I have put under localization. So this localization feature can also be extended to form names, not just the service name. Let's say under the employee information service, you do have different forms. Employee form, department form, designation form. Form names can also be changed. See, under each service, you do have different forms. You can change the form names. And under each form, you do have fields. So localization can be extended from service name, form names, and even to the field names. So this helps you to give an accurate translation instead of the literal translation that is provided by the system. So these are the last two enhancements, that is form localization and enabling audit for forms by default. Thank you.